Got go on your back belly up. Let's turn this way a little bit. Okay, we're gonna start standing versus belly up guard player. Standing player, I want you to keep your knees off of the mat and maintain some kind of contact with your partner while playing this game the entire time. I don't want you guys to break away to disconnected. Your job is to get one of your knees as close to his knee for as long as you can. We can start stepping between the legs to get close to either of his knees, or we can start stepping outside of his legs to keep that knee closeness. You can also start going toward and above the line of his shoulders and maintaining this for as long as we can. I just don't want you guys going chest to chest or dropping a knee to the floor. While playing this, I want you guys to think about removing his connections of posts and hooks and not letting him destabilize you to your hands or to your hips. Stand up. Bottom player, I want you guys to stay in your back for this game. Don't go seated. That's going to be another series we play. I want you to try and make and maintain connections to your partner any way, anywhere you can. If you don't know where to go, I suggest seeking inside position with both of your feet and grabbing his feet or grabbing his ankles. I want you to either bring his hands to the floor and keep him there for as long as you can, or his hips to the floor and keep him there for as long as you can. Neither of you can win. It's going to be continuous for both players. So if his butt is on the floor, I don't want to let him stand back up. If he gets up, just keep playing. Keep trying to get his hips or hands to the floor and keep him there. Bottom player, this is more for advanced people. I don't want you guys to make a circle around your partner's legs. I want you to keep some kind of open leg configuration. So no leg entanglements if that cue makes more sense to you guys. Okay, you guys understand?
So it's continuous,
Yep.
no matter what.
So continuous one person the whole round. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Get with your partners. Go. Stay in your back stand. Remember, top player, you can walk around to and above the shoulders. As long as you're maintaining connections, keep their feet off you, do whatever you want. If you get their hands or hips to the floor, keep them on their hands or hips. Don't let them stand back up. Go on your back. So it's top player. I want you to always maintain some kind of connection to your partner.
Yep.
Don't break away to neutral. Keep your knees off the floor. You're going to get your knee close to his knee for as long as you can.
Yep.
By stepping between legs or outside, or step to or above the shoulder line. Just keep his connections off of you, mostly his hips, or mostly his feet. Bottom player, bring top player to their hands or to their hips. If either of those things happen, keep them there. Don't let them stand back up. One player the whole round. So no like resetting. Bottom player has dirty feet. Top player, don't let them get you dirty. Keep their feet off you. Top player, you can go 360 degrees around your partner. You don't have to stay in front of their legs. Good, keep him on his butt. Nice. What's that? No. I think the new schedule is like next week or something, officially. Is that what they call qualified immunity? No.
Kind of.
Have you talked to
We're police were held to a higher standard than anybody else. You're gonna have to he taught motor vehicle. He's awesome.
Jake, make connections. Your hands are doing nothing. Grab something. Top player, we have to keep some connection to our partner. Don't break away to neutral. It's the first game, so just knee line plus shoulder line game. Keep your hands on them. No going to neutral. Bottom player, hands or hips to the floor, but there's no reset, so just keep them on their hands or hips. No. It's continuous, so there's going to be another round. Bottom player, keep your legs between you and your partner. Time, switch top bottom, same game. Belly up, open guard versus standing player. Standing player, we're trying to get our knee close to bottom player's knee for as long as you can. You can split the legs or step outside, or you can walk to or above the shoulder line, hold it for as long as you can. Just keep your hands on your partner. Bottom player, make top player's hands or hips touch the floor and keep them there so there's no hard resets. If someone's butt's on the ground, don't let them stand back up. If their hands are on the ground, keep them on their hands. Bottom player, keep your feet pointed at top player. You have to always face your partner. Get with your partner. Go. Good. Knees off the floor. Knees off the floor. Yep. For bottom, don't sit to your butt. Just stay on your back. The next game, I'll let you sit up. So stay on your back for this game. Good. Just keep your knee touching his knee for as long as you can. Nice. Keep him on his hands. Knees off the floor, knees off the floor. Nice, Scott. Stay on the hips. Connect to his hips. Just reset. Very good, John. Go seated guard right here. Okay. Next game, top player. We're going to try and put bottom player on their back and then cycle through the game we were just playing. But if he's seated, I'm not allowed to just grab his legs and flip him back. You can still interact with his legs, push, strip connections, but I want you guys to focus more on upper body and getting behind him to put him on his back. If his feet are off the ground, his back's on the floor, do whatever you want to his legs. But I just want to constrain you guys from just doing this right away. Okay? A terminal win for top player is to just get behind and get chest to back with a seat belt. Bottom player, you win by getting top player's butt to the floor or by standing up with a 1 or 2 legs. Okay? So you can't stand up unless you have some kind of connection. All right? You guys understand? Good. 1, 2, 3. Sorry. Switch every time someone wins. So if you win or lose, switch top bottom.
I have to move after this game.
So bottom player, fight to stay seated. Go. Get behind him, get behind him. Nice. Good. Are you on top or bottom? If you get him to his back, just play the last game we played.
Okay.
Top player, you win by getting chest to back. If you can't get that, force bottom player to their back and play the game we just played. Ooh, that looked horrible. Bottom player, make top player's butt touch the floor or stand up with 1 or 2 legs. Good, Christian, get. Nice. Yeah, every time someone wins, flip-flop. Nice, Jake, you win. So either his butt touches the floor or you stand up with a leg.
Eric, we could go.
So bottom player, stay seated for as long as you can. Make him fall down or stand up with 1 or 2 legs. Top player, keep you on your back. Play the game, last game we just played, or chest to back. Good. Same tie-ups as if you were standing. That's good. So, sit in your butt. If I can get behind you, put my chest on your back, I win. But while I'm doing that, maybe you go to your back because you don't want to lose.
Right.
Just play the last game.
Okay.
Okay? Yeah. Pause for a second, pause. So if you can get him to his back, that's good, keep him there, but then just play this game. So don't go chest to chest. Good. Snap him down even if he's sitting on his butt. Nice. Don't let him stand. Butt drag, butt drag. Run your feet, Aaron, run your feet. So like imagine you're Jordan Burroughs only you're sitting down. He does all this shit, he's like this and shoots blasts. It's the same shit, you're just on your butt. Keep him in front of you, Stan. Stand up, stand up, stand up. Oh! Oh.
Saw that.
Tilt him to the side.
Your calf or your knee? I tried to catch it out. I saw a comment. I tried to take it out.
You're done. Just rest. Time.
Thank you.
Feels good. Infect everyone. Yeah.
I had a revelation.
Okay, guys. Next game. Head there, legs there, armbar position. So we're going to start in the arm lock position. My hips are attached to his shoulder, and I'm keeping his arm, his elbow glued to my body. As long as you're elbow to elbow, I don't care what configuration or control you guys use. Just stay as close to your partner as you can and hold his head and body down. Top player, that's all we're doing. We're holding our partner down. You can go over his head with both legs, over his body with both. Do nothing. I don't care as long as you're holding his back to the mat. Bottom player wins by freeing his elbow from between my legs or getting on top. Okay. Some things for bottom player to think about. Go to your back again. It's a lot easier for top player to hold you down if I'm covering your head and covering your body. Clearing both would be awesome, but maybe you can only clear one at a time. And explore being perpendicular with your partner and being parallel by running your feet to either side, kipping, penduluming. I want you guys to create as much motion as you can because top player is trying to hold you still. Okay? No finishing. Protect your partner. That's all we're doing. Okay? You guys understand? 1, 2, 3. Flip flop every time someone wins. Nope. Go. Mike, you still trading? You two go. How's it feel?
Feel a little weak, but I think it's okay.
I'm just glad it wasn't your shin or your ankle getting ripped up.
Is that your calf?
Yeah, it's like
He was like this when he fell back.
Can you go up on your toes? Up on your toes? Like a ballerina? Any pain there?
yeah, the
Nothing
like
down here?
mid bottom calf, yeah.
Here?
Yeah, it feels a little like weak, but it's not like excruciating or anything.
You're good.
We would know if there was
Achilles.
just a loud pop. So if bottom player gets their back off the mat and becomes top player, they still win, even if they're inside of an arm lock. Top player, think about how can I cover the head, cover the hips. Maybe it's not simultaneously. Good, switch your legs, switch your legs. Pee on the floor, Mike, pee on the floor. Belly button to the floor, then build. Nice. Top player, stay as close to your partner as you can. I want your hips connected to the shoulders. We're just trying to hold bottom player down. Good. Run your feet first, then see if you can start building up. Go on your back for a second, John.
Yeah.
Try run your feet towards me and your head away from me. Just like Three Stooges run. Yes. Play with that kind of stuff. Because like you're so close to actually getting over to your belly. If you just walk your feet a little bit and change that angle relative to each other's spines, it's going to be a lot easier for you. It's not teaching. It's that's not at all what it is, dude.
Let them figure it out.
You let them figure it out after you bring their attention to important things.
Once they find out.
Well, yeah. If they're not failing, they're not learning.
You don't lose, you just learn.
No, that's bullshit. You actually do lose.
You lose big time.
Competition, I don't care if your wife died. It's still a competition. Yes. Nice, I like the pendulum. Next game. So we're going to rewind a little bit. Guys, pay attention. We just played a game where we're trying to immobilize our partner while trying to stay as close as we can. I suggested you guys covering the head, covering the hips. We're just trying to keep our head above his head and his back on the floor. So we're going to rewind by uncovering the head and sitting on top of our partner. Same kind of thing. I don't care how you guys connect to your partner. As long as we're elbow to elbow and hips are at the shoulders, we're just trying to hold him down from here. Bottom player wins by freeing their arm from between my legs, or I should say their elbow from between my legs, or by making top player's back touch the floor. Okay, that's it. Go on your back again. I want you guys to keep in mind, right now we're perpendicular to each other, and I'm facing his shoulder line. I want bottom player to explore removing that perpendicularity from top player. So if he just doesn't move, I can hold him still all day. I need him to create these like perturbations in my, oh, my knee just popped, that felt weird. These perturbations in my base, generate motion and movement. So maybe that means him pulling his knees to his chest to create a penduluming motion. Maybe it means running his feet on the floor like it's Three Stooges in either direction, or swinging and kipping and penduluming, okay? I need bottom player to create motion to give you space to try and capitalize on escaping. All right, so top player, we're just holding them down. Keep your back off the floor, keep his arm between your legs. You guys understand? 1, 2, 3. I don't know how you did that, but now my knee feels great.
Oh, I thought you were going to say it feels terrible.
No, that was good. I think you finally opened up some tibia rotation. Good. So we started here, and then remove this and sit on top of it. Yes, but something like, I want you to face me with your belly button. Yes. And however you can get really heavy and sink on top, I want you to hold him down with your whole body.
He has a ring on
Jake?
Infant baby.
God damn it. If you guys are in position, you can go. Start. You guys start. You guys good?
It just keeps going. Like there's no winner or loser.
So if top player's back touches the floor, they lose.
Okay.
If bottom player frees their arm, they win. Switch top bottom.
So you keep going until the bottom player gets it.
Yeah. Top player can't win. They does not lose. Guys get in position. I want to make sure you guys can get there.
Like this work?
Perfect. I want you to put more weight on him than on the floor. It's not wrong, but keep your back as away from the floor as you can for as long as you can. Every time someone wins, switch top bottom. So just hold S mount for as long as you can, Paul.
It's like that kettlebell thing.
And then you find a fire hydrant and you go. I was going to talk to him about the pockets. Oh. Oh. Time, that's a win. Reset. So, Paul, you're just trying to get your elbow out from between his legs or make his back touch the floor. Top player, you're just holding S mount.
Is it the same person on bottom level? Or just switch?
Every time someone wins, switch top bottom. You just got to ask, man. It's okay to be late. You just got to ask.
If he like bellies out and we end
I'd say win head height if that's the case. So if you're on top in S mount, but you end up there, but and your head's still higher, keep going.
Okay.
Nice, that's a win. This is all wrestling.
What?
Very hard.
Wrestling is an umbrella category for grappling.
What?
Dude,
That's not true.
folk style wrestling had submissions. Don't you know this?
Jiu-jitsu is an umbrella of wrestling.
No, jiu-jitsu is a made-up thing. Yes, use the bag. Just win head height. Nice. Nice, that's a win. Oh. I thought he almost crushed his glasses. So bring your hips touching his shoulder a little bit more. And stay closer. Stay as close to him as you can. You're so tall you have to fill in a lot of space. Good, just keep head height, Mike. Nice. Nice, reset, reset, reset. Mike, you lose. Reset. Nice time. Paul wins. I saw your shoe on the floor and I was like, is his leg okay?
It's my sneaky way of getting out.
Yeah, dude, isn't that like a wrestling blasphemy? Like, oh, your fucking shoes.
No.
That's the way you get out of leg lock.
At the old gym, some guy who wrestled yelled at me because my shoe came off and he was like ripping into me. Just win head height. Win head height. Keep it, keep it. Go bottom mount. Okay. So when attacking arm locks, but really all upper body submissions, we're always looking to put an arm into extension away from his body so it's easier to isolate and immobilize with things like twisting shoulder locks, getting to arm locks. If we can put it into a state of contraction where it's easier to encircle his head and arm to compress for a choke, or open up this space where we can then start inserting our hips to the shoulders and attacking the arm. I'm making my microphone fall off. So putting an arm into extension and getting to this elbow space is a very strong position for top player. So we're going to start with 2 underhooks bringing his arms above his head, or at least his elbows to the line of his shoulders. My hands are locked. Top player, all you're going to do is hold this for as long as you can. Bottom player wins by getting their elbows back to their body, or reversing and getting on top. Okay. So top players want you to hold your partner still. Keep something underneath both their elbows. Bottom player, this is a horrible position to be in, so I really need you to not let them hold you still. We're generating momentum with our legs, kipping, bridging, running our feet, trying to not be flat. We're trying to make them move and choose between holding us down or giving us enough space to then putting our frames in where we want them. Okay? Yeah, any locked hands. Yeah. I mean, if there's like a huge skill discrepancy between you and your partner, scale it to what's appropriate for you. So maybe do no locked hands, right? Both elbows have to be back to their body. So if it's just one, keep going, see if you can get it back. Okay? 1, 2, 3. Every time someone wins, switch top bottom. We're always trying to jack their arms up. Go. Keep his hands off you, Paul. Jack him up. Don't let his palms touch you. Don't let him make you pushable. Yes. God damn, Ronnie. Good time. If you lose one, keep going, try to get the other one back. He's got to get both of his elbows back to the inside. Nice, Paul. See if you can get your knees back between you and him. Get your knees between you and your partner. All right, reset. Stay him out. And since you spent a lifetime holding people down and having disgusting grip strength, you're not allowed to connect your hands.
Oh, my bad.
There's no rules.
Well, I'm scaling it to what's appropriate.
I figured that out myself.
Scoot over. Have you not locking your hands?
No.
What?
At his shoulders.
No, it's not the fucking 20 years of wrestling. Scoot over a little bit. Good. Make his arms so attached to his head he can't even put his hands on you. Nice. Stay under. There's still something in there. Stay on top, Paul. Nice. He wins. Good. See if you can make his arms touch his head like this. Glue his arms to his head. Yeah, keep him there. Make his arms so extended he can't even put his hands on you. Nice. That was really good momentum. Very good. Using your legs to swing and generate momentum like that is such a good skill. Nice. See if you can get back to mount, Roddy. Keep something in those elbows. Try to get back to mount. Oh, nice. What? It's coaching. It's not teaching.
Sounds like drills.
No, because, listen, you have a different language from jiu-jitsu people, man. You don't understand. Drilling to wrestlers is like, let's just go light. Yeah, smash them. Smother them, Paul. Jesus Christ. Stay on top. Nice. Bro, are you checking your biometrics between rounds?
I watch you tell me if I'm having a heart attack.
Good. Start with your hands locked. Yeah. Keep his arms so far above his head he can't even put his hands on you.
Is that like hooking? Is that bothering you?
Good. Let's try and get his bicep to touch his ears. Jack him up. Yes. Nice, Paul. Keep pummeling. Keep moving. Don't let him hold you still.
I'm talking to Nick about it. You literally heard me make an announcement. If you have anything on your body,
Same thing for me. I can't believe I didn't notice.
it's not your fault.
Also, he told me he's like hammer in the shorts, and I was about to say something. Okay. Last game. Let's go on your back. Arm lock again. So now we're going to go back to the arm lock. Again, hips are connected to the shoulders. His elbow is tight to my body. I'm as close to my partner as I can. I don't care what connection you guys use. Just stay close to your partner, hold them down. Top player, you're going to win by rewinding from the arm lock to any top pin with the hips covered. So that could look like me going back to mount. My hips are covering his hips. Maybe I go to something covering his hips in a side pin. Okay. I want you guys to go from the arm lock to any pin with his hips covered with anything. I still want you guys to try and like jump up, and he puts me in half guard. Then I lose. Okay? So bottom player, get on top or get to any guarded position. Okay? So if his legs are interacting with mine in some way, top player loses. All right? You guys understand? Arm lock to any pin. Don't let them interact with your legs. Bottom player, get on top. or any guard. 1, 2, 3. You guys can make this as scrambly and crazy as you want, or you can try to make it as slow and immobilizing as you want. Just keep in mind, the more you hold someone down and immobilize them, the easier it is to control them and do what you want. Okay? Go. Get up, get up, get up. Nice. Good. So see if you can get to like, there's just so much stuff that could happen in between, but like mount or side control. Something where I'm like wedging his hips in place and I'm out of the arm lock. Okay? I don't care what it looks like, just any kind of pin from the arm lock. Hold down. God. I was at a tournament once and saw a guy get mount, stand up, take the guy down, get mount again. It's a brilliant strategy. Oh, nice, Paul.
Technical. This is the best spot. Hey, got the lights.
Fuck up his settings on his watch. Good. Keep something covering the hips. Nice, that's a win. Reset. What? He got his legs back in front.
We were scrambling.
Oh, you okay? I mean, if you can like get the back with boots in, that's a pin to me. What?
Up on the sequence.
What? Calling hooks boots? I do think that's way cooler phrasing, honestly. Put the boots in. This is wrestling terminology, no?
I have no idea what you're talking about. Where I come from, it's called the Saturday Night Ride.
I thought that was guard. Like closed guard. That's not the back.
You say potato and I say fuck.
That's actually all the catch wrestlers are saying that too. Saturday Night Ride. Oh God. Just cramping? Bump your kneecap.
I thought it was my teeth.
You're apprehending a suspect. You just remembered the department doesn't let you do arm bars. You got to get on top and hold him down. Nice. Good. Get your legs back in front, Mike. Get your legs between you and him. Nice. Time. If you guys want to do some open rounds, put the clock on. I'll give you guys a minute. The armbar one? You know where to put that.
Those are like,
Cover his head. Just keep his head covered. Walk the front wall. He's got his sock off. He's gonna slip. Grab his socks. Go to the side. Still there.
Hey, Christian, can I borrow you real quick? Yes. On your back. When I'm going for the far side from where, does it only work if this is close enough to the arm? Like here? That's what I got in here. Something with the arm. I got some shallow. I can finish it. And that's like something I always right next to it.
As long as you're immobilizing the shoulder of the arm you're trying to attack,
Okay.
I think like, what range you have it? this in, but I want you to like always be trying to touch the whole wrist.
With this hand.
Continuous spreading pressure.
Put both hands on top of each other and put up both hands right now.
Yeah, I think sometimes I use my leverage. I feel like I leave too much space. But they're gonna use it for advantageous.
Turn the right hip down. Yeah.
Like I do is exhale. Keep his head above the range. So this head is coming up. It's either one hit this down. I wish I could give you like a after this weight. This is the end. You just gotta fucking feel it.
Yeah. I've got to do it more and more and more. But honestly, that felt way better than what I was doing.